go. Justin Gedould with the additional conversion. 2 conversions. So Gedould sows it. Can he go the distance? Well tracked down by Madison Hughes, and Hughes showing great pace to get back to the South African speedster. Dry onto Wagga Smith. Look at the pace South Africa are hitting their line, and the strength of Smith. Is he going to go over the line? Held inches short. Dry has a little look. Olengo's there. There's men over, but Jumbo Olengo nails his second try to extend South Africa's lead, and South Africa were out of the second half. Well, how quick was that?
Look at this collision. Nick Edwards comes across. Well, this is after the play, sorry, but huge collision. That was the final ruck. That was Olengo before this, and he's still down on the field. One of the biggest hits we've seen in the whole tournament. Nick Edwards read South African runner coming, and he seems to be out. Shoulder problems for him.
So Gedould does nail his second conversion. The score 24 points to 0 over USA. Well, Wagga Smith, he certainly hit the angle, and Zach Tess will be feeling that one. That's a shame to see, because Zach Tess has been outstanding for the United States over the last 3 days of play.
Well, not only physically, but as a leader, he seems to be the player they get behind, so that is a huge loss for the US if they're to try and get back into this one.
He's been named in 3 dream teams across the tournament so far. You have to go back a few years to find when last the USA won a plate final, and they won it way back in 2001. More recently, South Africa won it in 2011. Hipsuka taking the ball on the far side, so Madison Hughes delivers the pass. Olengo goes in with a tackle, so does Dippenaar for South Africa. Breakout here, Branko de Pree has come off the bench. Tackles Madison Hughes. Thompson onto the support of Ryan Matthias, and Matthias chased by Werner Koch, but Matthias will be in under the sticks, much to the delight of the South Stand supporters.
Finally a response from the Eagles. Matthias off the bench, his 3rd this season. Good offload and great communication, Scott. It was clear they had to be talking from behind to get the blind pass.
A nice little dink conversion through the middle. So USA pull one back, and well, we were admiring the skills of Justin Gedould, who kicked for Stefan Dippenaar's first try, and we have to admire the skill of that try. The pass out the tackle there. De Pree, Branko de Pree came off injured in the semi-final loss to England. Chris Dry, such a balanced runner, this young forward from South Africa. Well, Gedould slipped a little bit there as Hipsuka came in for a low tackle.
It's pretty physical out there. He's had to really step up this tournament. Hasn't gone all their way, but I think we've seen some glimpses in this first half in particular. Now he's able to run the show. He's able to find the gaps in the defense.
Well, South Africa were beaten in the final last week in Tokyo, and often difficult to have a look at the form of players. Dippenaar breaks the tackle up to the 10-yard line. He goes. Brought down in the tackle. Breakaway then from the United States. Oh, great fend and handoff. The support on the wide outside is Brett Thompson, and Thompson, will he go into the corner? Yes, he will. Branko de Pree couldn't get near him. And when Brett Thompson saw that try line ahead, he just stretched his legs and grasped the opportunity.
This was the hard work. That was Garrett Bender, another sub. He did well. And the man from the University of Arizona, stretched it in. Not often you see players go around the end of Franco de Pria.
Hughes just pulls that one across the face of the post. Brent Thompson then in for the try, the 23-year-old. This is his 14th event. Made his debut last year on the Gold Coast from the University of Arizona. So he adds very quickly to his, it was his 21st try.
What a great restart.
And yet another example in seven-a-side rugby, when you've got the ball, suddenly the scoreboard is in your favour as well. Oh, another wee run here. Is it Gallard? The slip and trip and step back in from Marcus Satovu. Satovu, look at Lengo going in, look at Wagga Smith. It's an amazing passage of play. Well, if USA were to score here, this would make things spicy in the last few seconds. Nick Edwards for the corner! Oh, yes, sir! And the United States have come back with a triple whammy!
The cardiac kids keeping it interesting right to the end. Simple hands. And South Africa guilty of pinching in without effect. Edwards looking to the middle because this conversion is going to be vital if they're going to pull off the miracle.
Oh, it's good. Game on. 38 seconds. Ryan Matthews started the scoring. Brett Thompson got the next one. Then Nick Edwards went in. Now it's spicy. 24 points to 19. USA, well, they need to retain the kickoff. Ponahatsuka with the kickoff. He's got to get under this and get plenty of height. Allow his forwards to get on, but that's a free ball for Chris Dry. Danny Barrett tried to win ball. Wagga Smith to Werner Koch. Oh, there's the knock-on. 2 seconds on the clock. And here's the last throw of the dice for the United States. Listen to the crowd around the stadium, willing United States to come and, well, it would be an incredible result to pull back that lead.
Wouldn't it, for only the third time ever? The US looking to beat South Africa. Neil Powell can't be happy. In the second half, he can only sit and watch. Scrum to the US, full width of the field to work with.
Rule number one. The recycled possession. Hughes down that blind side. Marcus Satovu took it into the contact. It's still on here. Hatsuka. Well, the ref has blown his whistle. Federico Anselmi.
And Edwards is really wide, unmarked at the bottom of your screen. See if they possibly use him into space. Oh, don't argue.
Ball out by Hatsuka to Edwards. Has he got the space? He comes back on the angle. Where's his support? He's isolated at the moment. Ball sloops out. Madison Hughes, wide ball out. Picked up there on the far side. Can USA go into the corner? Werner Koch there over the top of the ball.
Oh no!
And holding on. I think it was Brett Thompson holding on to the ball at the far end. So referee Matt Hawkins, how disappointed. Everything his team did right, apart from the last phase of play. And Franco de Pria will put the ball out. Well, another fantastic game of seven-a-side rugby. What excitement, what thrills, what spills. But it's South Africa that will march into the final. They won this one, 24 points to 19.